Hi Aquarius, welcome to your When the Ex Returns reading for December. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, with the caveat that when I show you the bottom of the deck energy here in a minute, that's going to be your feeling on the situation, or how you're feeling about what's in the back of your mind about the situation, because this reading assumes that your ex has already made their presence known. So it's not will they return, like this isn't a hopeful position. Well, this isn't you hoping that they will have come back. They are already there. And so now you're interacting and it's like, okay, now what? So this shows how you feel about that. The rest of the reading will be about your ex. Okay. All right. Got a decision to make. Maybe you're hopeful, maybe you're guarded. This is choice and options. This would suggest optimism though. That Wands energy, that can-do attitude, that passion, that up for an adventure, spontaneity, all that. So this would suggest that you might be guarded, but you're definitely thinking about it or considering it, and there is a choice to be made. All right, so we've got 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the Moon. How fitting. All right, so Aquarius, get to these in a minute. Let's just clutter up the screen, shall we? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, Hierophant, I feel like I'm saying elephant, Hierophant, Empress. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. Okay. So, first of all, why this person showed up. Okay. All right. So they've had time to think, and they basically have realized, well, they've gone in self-protection mode. They've shut down. They've stolen away to either think or protect themselves, right? And again, with the having time to think, wondering what's going to happen, maybe putting an offer out there or pulling back and seeing what is going to happen. Having patience, hoping that maybe there was a separation and they've gone to ground, and they're waiting to see what happens. There's still that, I just feel like there's that optimism there with the ex, and then you're also optimistic. It's, yeah. Okay, and then a decision to make, again with the decision, trying to balance the situation out. So they basically pulled away, self-protection mode, hoping that things are going to work out or waiting to see what happens, and then struggling with the decision or wanting to find balance in a situation. Maybe this was their new normal and now they're trying to see how that, adjust and manage for the rest of their life, as far as like working, social, that sort of thing. Not like for the rest of their life, but how that plays into their life at present. Like, okay, now what? And we've got a lot of choice, a lot of options. It might be daydreaming, wishful thinking, feeling overwhelmed, being spoiled for choice. Maybe they're dating, or maybe just this new normal was very confusing to them and they're starting to think about returning. And maybe they want a healthier version of what they had with you prior because they're really broken up and heartbroken over it. Okay. So which brings us to the present. They're confused. And this is kind of murky, so be careful. This is getting some water. Hold on a minute. This is somebody that might not have pardon me. This is just, it's confusing and it's murky and it's not something that's like really, and we've got all these heavy cards here. Holy cow. Okay, so this is probably a deep psychic or karmic connection with this person. This could be the moon, this could be the Cancer, or it could be Pisces. They're feeling like, they would like to take a chance with you again on a grand scale. It's almost like they haven't been able to get past the heartache. Maybe they found balance with their new normal, but there's still something missing for them. They're still looking for something. They're still searching, and which leads them back to you because it's just not the same without you. Okay, I'm going to clarify if I need to with these. Sometimes that doesn't work out so well because it's like, oh, it looks so good, and then crap. But it depends on if I am still confused or not. But this, they want to try for another chance, basically, and they're optimistic about it. There's that optimism. I kept saying optimism. That's what it is. They're optimistic about their chances. They feel like, okay. They feel like things ended kind of on a bad note with you, that they were really restrictive, and this could also, that you were married and got divorced, but it feels like that things were kind of very controlled and restrictive, and like just maybe they think they were smothering you, maybe they felt like you were smothering them, or just things became about a war of control in the relationship. Let's see here. Yeah, they felt trapped and it was fighting. So they basically felt like there was constant fighting over basically the power for control in the relationship. And they are not in a relationship, but they are wanting one with you. They want a reconnection, but it's murky. All right. Empress here. Let's clarify this Empress. This could be Aries, could be Taurus. This could be Taurus. I'm about to sneeze. I'll try to not, but hang on. What's this Empress about? Wow. This is, and I get mad at myself for clarifying, but yes, thank God, because I was about to say, wow, they really want to do right this time. They want to be a very good partner. They either see you as the ideal mate, or they plan to be that for you this time around. They like their chances. So we go from feeling, maybe this is them recognizing how controlled and restrictive things were, and that there was a lot of fighting, and that it was just, that's the environment that maybe they had a hand in creating, and now they want to make it right. And they want, instead of it being about control, they want it to be a restriction and doing things the way they've always been done. And they want to be in a creative cycle with you. They want things to be abundant. They've realized, perhaps maybe that's what this is about, is they've realized with the Seven of Cups over here, that you are what's missing. That everything will start to make sense and come to light with you in their life, because and I don't know why I said that, but going from this to all of a sudden this, something has happened. And I think they see you as the missing link, that they've tried it on their own. Things are fine, and they might be a little overwhelmed, spoiled for choice, but this is somebody who sees somebody as the ideal mate. This could suggest that they plan to be the ideal mate, that they want to make drastic changes and do the right thing. Sudden, drastic, immediate changes to do the right thing. So it's almost like this person, this could be Cancer or Pisces, will show up and be like, I'll do whatever it takes. I want this. Had some time to myself, have thought about it. I've hunkered down. I've sorted my life, got things under control. I want to be with you. I really want a new start with you. So Aquarius, if they're coming back, they want this. They've thought about it. They feel like they've come full circle. They recognize what the issues were before when you broke up, and they want to make it right. Okay. Another scenario, because this is general, so there's going to be some could be's and maybes and whatnot. Another scenario is that exact opposite of that, which is no, it's not actually, because of the position that this is in. This would suggest that their intentions are to be a much better mate or partner to you than they were before. And they recognize that it's going to be on them to do so, that it's action that they need to take to make things right and to balance the scales. That went from a very controlling, restrictive situation to now something that's going to be creative and abundant and a partnership. All right, so Aquarius, you're sitting pretty. Just saying, sitting pretty. Aquarius, what do we have? Hello, Aquarius. Okay, so let's just pull these 5 cards. Kidding, it's 3. Purification. So this suggests that somebody's had time on their own, perhaps you as well, to really, I was going to say clean the pipes. Didn't mean it like that. To sort business out, to just heal. Basically to heal, to figure out what's what, culpability, all of that. So both of you, It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Both of you have had that. Sekhmet, be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. So this would suggest to the strength of your character that you've both gone through it, you've both separated, you've come back around, they're knocking again because they just can't quite quit you because there is that karmic, psychic, past life soulmate connection there. And I think this is a testament to your character. I don't think this is about like be strong and resist, like you stay the course. There's that. I mean, still be who you are, right? But this also, I think as a couple, you two are kind of a power couple, or you're stronger together than you are apart. At least this person over here, the person that's coming back, feels that, because we got the Seven of Cups here. We've got someone feeling like they need to just, they just couldn't find this balance without you. This could also suggest the control issues that were in the relationship, which is why it broke up, because they were the one that was too controlling. And they recognize that now, and then they're wanting to, instead of being controlling, they want to create. Instead of hampering down and restricting, they want to create. Okay, so they tried it on their own and everything. It was fine, but they just, then things got like, oh, I just don't want to do this without this person anymore. So you get to stay you. They're going to be the ones that are going to make the adjustment as appropriate because they recognize their culpability in it. And this is, I don't think you two ever stop loving each other, honestly. Love yourself and others, every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be, which is a tall order sometimes, I know. Okay, let's see what else for you, Aquarius. I feel like they're going to do whatever it takes, honestly, because they're like, whoa, I went out there and it's cold and weird. I want back in. So not that you're like, their Mother Mary or anything, although some of you, that could be it too. But it just feels like they've had a sojourn and then they realize, okay, yeah, this is where it's at. I was a jerk. I need to make amends, and this is the person I should be with. The Temptress. Ooh, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. All right. I don't think that's a warning. I think that might have been, pardon me, what was an issue in the relationship. Just saying, we shall see, but I don't feel like this is a warning, because this person's coming back to make it right. This is not about someone who cheats. Nothing in here would suggest third-party situation. There's dating. I mean, there's, well, not really dating. I don't think they're dating now. They might have tried dating and it didn't work. They weren't interested. So, and cards everywhere. Good God. Another 3. Okay, Aquarius, you got a lot to say. Maybe I'm just clumsy. All right, the perfect moment in time. Stillness and peace. Negativity fades. Nice. Get to that in a minute. Breaking free. And contemplating a love offer. Maybe too late, maybe just in time. So this is you basically enjoying your life, and then this love offer comes along and you're like, okay, this is that decision or choice I was talking about, okay? This is about the offer coming and then you're sitting in contemplation. It could be just in the nick of time. It could be that it's too late. This is you mulling it over and really enjoying your life as it is, and then this offer comes along and you're thinking. Whatever choice you decide to make, you are not going to be controlled, perhaps like it was before. You're not going to allow the same thing to happen again. This is you breaking free. So the dynamics will be different this time, because you simply won't allow it. Just saying. All right. One last one. Let's gild the lily, shall we? Passion isn't, oh, good Lord. Passion, let's just say passion. That optimism again, that zest for life, that can-do attitude. Your partner, your ex returning, definitely has it with this feeling like it's a good idea to, even though it ended once, they want that second cycle with you right here. There's that optimism, they like the chances, and they really want to they would really like you to give them a second chance. So Aquarius, you're sitting pretty. If they make an offer, honestly, this is saying that they mean it. I mean, their intention is to be a much better partner than they were, even if it takes drastic measures, and they realize that it will be them having to take the action because, you know, you were pretty much the perfect mate for them. They realize that now. They plan to do the right thing. Okay, so nice position to be in, right? Worst problems to have, all that. Okay. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.